Hey DDs, welcome back, welcome back or welcome if you're new. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to be a DD. So today we are going to be reading the children's Bible. So let's just find it. We are on Genesis. So it should be here. No, not. Okay, so we are just finding the page. We go back to the start, then it'll show us where each page it is, because we're on Pharaoh's dreams. Pharaoh's dreams.
In the book of Ruth.
I don't see it, but we're just going to start again and look for it. As you can see, we're just looking for it.
Jacob's book.
No, we're not on Jacob's book. Oh, we finally found it.
Pharaoh's book.
Pharaoh's dreams. So I also write the date today and the date today. While I also wrote, because I wrote that so I can write some difficult words I don't understand. So gonna pass it. So hope you DDs.
Daddy's gonna hold it for you.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
so
read.
we hope you DDs enjoy the video. Okay, so camera nearly turned. Okay, so Pharaoh's dreams. We're gonna read it.
2 long years had passed, and Joseph was still in prison. The chief cupbearer had forgotten about him completely, and far from home, there was no one else to spare Joseph a thought.
One night in the royal palace, Pharaoh had a strange dream. He was on the banks of the Nile, and 7 sleek, well-fed cows wadded. Okay, I don't know what wadded is. Let me just get my pencil. Be right back.
Oh, come on. It's like wadding.
Wadded. So I don't know what wadded is, so I'm going to quickly write it down.
It's alright. Wadding. It's alright. It's cool.
Wait. It's that page. Can you see that? Okay, just go back. Okay, now keep on reading from...
Waded out of the water and began to graze among the bulrushes. Then 7 more cows followed them out of the water, but those poor creatures were gallant.
Okay, I don't know what gallant means, so my dad's gonna explain why I'm writing it. You guys can also comment down below if you know what some of these words mean. Keep reading.
You're supposed to be reading.
Okay, well
Gallant
creatures were gone and... Oh no.
Sorry guys.
Sorry guys about that. Oh my god. Maybe we just have to push this. Okay, creatures were gone and their ribs stuck out pitifully from their hides. They opened the starving
Yes.
mouths and ate all the 7 sleek fat cows. That same night, Pharaoh had another dream. 7 ears of plump, healthy corn were growing on a single stalk.
Then-
Can you read?
Then another 7 ears of corn sprouted, but these were scorched and shriveled, and they devoured the 7 healthy ears of corn. Pharaoh was troubled. He could not understand what his dream meant, but knew that they were important. He sent for the royal dream interpreter, who was much revered and practiced in such matters. But even he was baffled. The Pharaoh issued a decree.
What does that mean?
Decree.
Yeah. Spell it for me, please.
D-E-C-R-E.
D-E-C-R-E.
Decree.
Decree.
Right. Where is it? Decree. Summoning all the wise men in Egypt. They came from far and wide and listened to Pharaoh's dream. But they were too perplexed. Then the chief cupbearer suddenly remembered the young Joseph, who had interpreted his dream so perfectly a long time ago in prison, and he felt bad that he had forgotten Joseph for so long. He told Pharaoh, and Joseph was released from his prison and summoned to the court. Joseph bowed down before Pharaoh, who said, I had a dream and no one can explain it, but have heard it said that when
You hear a dream, you can't interrupt it. I cannot do it, replied Joseph, but God will give Pharaoh the answer, his desires. So Pharaoh, okay, wait, I'm gonna hold on there because I don't know what desires means, so I'm just gonna write desires. D-E-S-I-R-E-S. Okay, so Pharaoh told Joseph about his dreams, and Joseph explained that they were the same dream. They had been sent by God in 2 different forms because the message contained was so important. The 7 good cows are 7 years, and the 7 good ears of corn are the same 7 years. The 7 thin cows that came afterwards, and the 7 worthless ears of corn the next 7 years are the next 7 years. Joseph said that 7 years of great plenty would come to Egypt, but the 7 years of famine, I don't know. Famine. I don't know what famine is.
Famine. I-N-E.
Yeah. Would follow, and he warned Pharaoh the Abducens. I don't know. Abadans. I don't know. How do you spell it? A B U N D A N C E.
Abadans. Yeah.
Where's it?
Where were you?
Abu dance with an E at the end. Okay. In the land would not be remembered because the famine that follows would be severe.
Severe.
I don't know what severe means.
Severe is like harsh. It will be tough. Severe.
Wait, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need one more.
Let's just finish.
Severe. And he went on to advise Pharaoh that he find a wise man and put him in charge to make sure that during the good years on 1/5 harvest was saved and stored so that there would be enough food when the famine came. Pharaoh was impressed by Joseph's words. Can we find anyone like this man? He asked. Someone with the Spirit of God, since God has made all this known to you. There is no one discerning. I don't know what that means. Discerning. Okay, spell
D-I-S-C-E-R-N-I-N-G. Discerning.
All wise than you. You shall be in charge of my palace, and all my people are submit to your orders. You will be my second in command. I hereby put you in charge of the whole of Egypt. With that, Pharaoh took off his signet ring and put it on Joseph's finger. He dressed him in fine robes and placed a gold chain around his neck.
Bling bling.
Bling 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 bling. Bling 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 bling.
Right.
Wait, what? Where's the bling bling bit? Chariot. Joseph spied Joseph's side for all to see. Just as Joseph had predicted, 7 years of plenty followed, and the fertile land watered by the Nile produced food in abundance. The fields were full of wheat, and barely the fruit trees grown with figs and pomegranates, and the vines were heavy with the sweetest grapes. Joseph traveled all over the country, making sure that a good proportion was stockpiled and saved for the bad years that he knew lay ahead. Huge quantities of grain were stored
in granaries. Do you know granary? Okay.
In every town and city.
Then is your reading here?
Okay.
Then
what then? Then after 7 years the Nile dried up, the land shriveled and shrank back into itself and realized famine. But although the crops failed after year, there was no food.
There was food.
There was food for everybody in Egypt, and thanks to Joseph, no one went hungry. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to be a DD. Love you all so much. Bye.